So I had a different video planned for today, but I just haven't had time to record commentary for it. It's a bit longer. So instead, we're going to go for this simpler Star Pack run, which is just in the backlog anyway. And normally when I'm in Star Pack these days, I'm trying to record some kind of a challenge. Usually it involves Starfish. I think probably the last 3 or 4, at least, Star Pack videos have all been Starfish. Obviously it makes a lot of otherwise impossible challenges much more straightforward if you can get the good Starfish luck. But this one I was deliberately trying to avoid going for Starfish and use some of the other units that I haven't played for a long time. I would probably count Pug among those units. There was a while where Pug was kind of considered one of the best units in the game. It probably still is a very, very strong unit, but yeah, there was a while when it was all the rage and everyone was talking about it being too good. That was back when it was a tier 2. Of course, now it's tier 3, so not quite as powerful as it once was. And I think here I'm passing up units like Anteater, again, because I take them all the time when I'm going for Starfish. So instead, what we're going to do here is sell the Pheasant and bring in a second Stork. And I think we're probably going to lose here against this rather large looking Strawberry team. Yep, looks like it. And I guess sometimes when you get into the habit of playing a specific team or going for a certain pet every single run in a particular pack, it can be very difficult to get out of the habit of that. So yeah, here normally I would be leveling up on turn 7 to try and get the Starfish, but we're not going to do that here. And I think I'm actually just going to hold the level ups for turn 9 and get one of the tier 6s. So we take the level up on the Stork and we get Alpaca. And with the double blobfish in shop, we might as well go for the level 2. Now in the olden days of Star Pack, the only way you could feint a blobfish was with Mantis, but of course nowadays you can also just find a pillbug. So maybe that's what I'm going to do here, is look for a pillbug in order to get the experience from the blobfish. Okay, we're going to sell the Alpaca and bring in the Ibex instead. Of course, again, as per usual, when I'm playing the static packs these days, we have play against all packs turned on. So it means we do get more of a variety of opponents. And here we get very lucky to get Platypus from the Stork, and so it ends up being a win. Kind of funny how small the butterfly was there. Now there is a pillbug, so we can buy-sell that, and then hold the pill. And I get another Stork. So actually now this setup is too much experience because we already have the level 3 Stork from the Pug. So what I'm going to do is put a second blobfish in and get a level up chain going. As our first blobfish actually gets sniped by the combination of Chihuahua and the Iguana. But I think here we are just going to win anyway. Yep. So now we're on turn 11 and we actually get a second pillbug in the shop. So what I can do here is go for the level 3 Stork. Okay, actually we're going to go for the level 2 Spino first. Which luckily the buff from the fainting blobfish hits the Pug. And then I think here I'm going to bring in the second Spino and then pill the second blobfish. Maybe on the Spino instead would make more sense, because we don't really need the level 3 Pug at this point. And probably just take the Hawk for one turn. Maybe I could have actually put the Hawk at the front there. We actually end up facing this all caramel team, which I don't think you see that very often. And we actually lost our Pug. It got completely sniped because of the strength of the caramels all adding together. But we still win. I mean, we've got double Spinosaurus, so we're still in pretty good shape. Probably should take the popcorn here. Yep. And then maybe the pepper on the second Spino. And I'm going to save the pillbug because obviously we want to pill more things since we have Spinosaurus on the team. I don't think we're going to get much more in the way of feint scaling, but it is kind of fun to do it, so we're not going to pass up a pill bug when it's offered. And again here we're going to win. So actually we end up getting a chocolate as well. So we can now go for a level 3 Stork pill if we so choose. And I think that is what I'm going to do here. Yeah, this was definitely one of the things I used to do pretty frequently. So we actually take up a triple Spino, and a bunch of the buffs actually hit the level 3 Ibex that comes out of the Stork. So I'm not sure if that's the best hit. I guess tier 5, what else could we have gotten that would have been really good? We don't really have the hearts for, you know, something like Hamster. I think at this point we're pretty committed to the summon team, so maybe Ibex was the best thing we could have hit there with the Stork RNG. Much more traditional looking summon team with one of each unit. They actually get Hedgehog, which is going to remove both the peppers. And I think we're just going to be able to scrape a tie here as a result of that. I guess if the Hedgehog hadn't removed both peppers, maybe we would have still tied because we had our own pepper. I don't know. But I'm going to take another popcorn. In fact, I think whatever unit I put in the last slot on the team, I'm probably going to look for popcorn on it as well, since we don't have Orca or any of the other spawning units anymore. And I'm going to take Swordfish, and I think Swordfish with popcorn is quite fun. Swordfish actually looks kind of strange nowadays. The animation used to be a lot more smooth. Now it hits the opponent and then it's a long delay before it actually faints itself. So kind of strange. But another summon-esque opponent, and they end up getting Anteater and Rooster. But we're still going to win. Double Spino is just that good. Of course, the Swordfish also allows us to activate the Ibex at start of battle as long as they take some damage. Now here I think I don't bother taking the second Swordfish because we're on 8 trophies already. I think I'm just going to take the stat food. As long as we keep the Swordfish's attack below the Pug, it's going to be a level 2 anyway. Yeah, you can see I changed my mind. Freeze, unfreeze. So here the Swordfish is going to hit the Pengobble, and then the stats are going to get lowered by the Ibex. The Spinosaurus give both lots of buffs to the Pug at the front. Yeah, the Ibex didn't really do a whole lot there against the Rock, but I think we are still going to win here because the unit comes out of the Spino. Okay, it's a tie. We'll take it. Now, I could have put Pepper on the Swordfish there, obviously, but I really just want to get the the popcorn. We do find a Pug. It doesn't really do much for us, but I don't mind taking level 3 units when they're offered, even if it's not really an upgrade. This team actually has triple coconut, and the Swordfish ends up hitting the Mantis, so it doesn't even remove one of the coconuts, but we do still have the Caramel, which removes one of them. And then again, the Spinos double buff the same unit at the front. And I think we're just going to scrape a tie. So yeah, I do take the level 3 Pug, which isn't necessary, but it's I just like doing it. I suppose I could have moved the Pug back so that it makes the other Spino level 3, but I'd rather just leave the lineup as it is. And a fairly large looking Pack 2 team, although we reduced the Panther down to 5 health. And the same with the Caramel works out great again. Now I think the Panther is going to knock out one of the Spinos here anyway, but we end up getting Orca from the popcorn. I don't think it made any difference. We would have still won either way. And then I end up taking the chocolate on the Swordfish. Probably a bit unnecessary at this point, but you know, we're not going to get level 3 Spino anyway. So we end up here facing this triple strawberry team with level 3 Pelican. And look at the size of the units. The Pelican almost gets up to 50-50 with the Spino buffs. However, the Ibex ability is so clutch there, and the Spino at the back hangs on with 1 HP. They both buff the Blobfish, and we're actually going to win. I felt like as soon as I saw that Pelican team, it was game over. But a fairly low stated squad winning on turn 18 in Star Pack.